Steam Next Fest lasted from 13th to 20th June. During that time, I had so much fun playing demos from my favorite genre. In total, I played around 50 games. While playing these games, I believe some were great, which did not receive the attention that they deserved. I hope this video helps to fix that. Also, I play only action casual games, so don't expect any RTS or strategy games in this list. So let's get started. This is a first-person puzzle exploration game. You are shipwrecked and now you are stuck on an island which is controlled by some sort of institute which are working towards discovering the lost technologies. You have two options here, either to escape or investigate the island. Naturally, the player would choose the latter. Since this is a demo, I only got to play and solve few puzzles. Solving them was fun and I was able to finish this demo in around 30 minutes. My favorite was the first puzzle, which consisted of concentric rings that needed to be rotated to form the image of School of Athens. These rings would rotate opposite to your walking direction. So, if you walk in clockwise direction to the statue, the ring you are standing on would rotate anti-clockwise and vice versa. After getting used to this, I was able to align the rings to form the image. But nothing happened. I assumed that the orientation of the image needed to be changed, so I started to tweak here and there until I noticed the lines along the rings. Upon further inspecting, I found that this statue also had some sort of marking, meaning the lines that I found earlier needed to be aligned here. The visuals are decent in this game. Also, I enjoyed the voice acting. It's rare to find good voice acting in indie games. There were only 3 voice actors and we only get to hear each of them reading a sheet of paper. Their voices are enough to tell the personality of the character and their emotions. You can hear the person's sorrow in their voice or their curiosity, their excitement.
This island is controlled by a sinister institute that is here to research the ancient discoveries made on it. I've witnessed countless deaths, negligence, and abuse of my fellow associates at the hand of the Institute, all done to further their research.
Troublingly, the enigma resets several hours after being solved, requiring a new solution after each reset.
This game looks amazing and I'm looking forward for the finished game. This is a dungeon crawler roguelike where instead of fighting monsters, you play golf. Each dungeon is cleared by getting the ball into the hole within the limited number of shots. You need to be careful of the environmental obstacles like grass, sand, water and air since they can slow your progress. But you also have golden and silver statues which upon smashing gives additional shots. Along with that, you also have power cards which upon activating gives powers to your next shot. You have practice shot, time stop, TNT explosive, U-turn and many more. And you get additional cards as you progress in the game. Since this is a roguelike, upon failing you will lose your progress, meaning all the collected power cards would be gone and you will have to start again from the first dungeon. I absolutely loved playing this game. I failed few times while playing this game and still enjoyed the whole experience. The music sets up a good encouraging tone telling the player to take the next shot. Also, I love those reactions that my character gave after every shot. I would highly recommend everyone to give this game a try when it gets released. This is a top-down, fast-paced action game where you play as a swordsman who can only dash and can manipulate time. When you slow the time, you can dash and change your position, and also, if timed correctly, You can even deflect bullets back to the enemy. With such abilities, you are required to clear the rooms by killing all enemies. It kind of reminded me of Super Hot, and I mean that as in a good way. It feels amazing to dodge the bullets and kill all your enemies. However, my only problem was that the demo contained only 2 levels, each with 3 to 5 rooms, which I was able to complete in less than 30 minutes. So I'm not sure when this game would finished and released. This is a game from last year's Steam Fest. Back then, I didn't get time to play it, but this year I finally managed to play the demo and I absolutely loved it. In this game, you play as Naiad, a lake or stream spirit which explores the world by going with the flow of the stream. Each chapter has different scenarios. Sometimes the stream is connecting to the lake, other times it's passing through a forest or a mountain cave. You get the idea. What I liked was the color palette changed accordingly, giving each chapter a new look. The refreshing colors, calm music, and the sound of flowing river with occasional chirping of the bird. It was a pleasant experience. I am being honest here, this was my 35th demo that I was playing. At this point, I had tried so many different games from different genre in few days, and I was getting mentally exhausted. While playing this game, I actually fell asleep, and it was quite a relaxing experience. I hope you get to enjoy this game as much as I did. This is a Metroidvania set in post-apocalyptic era. The land is filled with rusted machines and overgrown moss, thus the name Rusted Moss. The story of the game isn't told directly. Instead, you are required to interact with NPCs and find the lore tablet which is scattered through the world. The game mechanics are looking solid for this game. Initially, you can only jump once, which isn't enough to reach certain platforms. But later in the game, you unlock the elastic grapple hook and charge jump. They feel incredible to use, especially in the challenging platforms. And there are many platforming challenges which can get frustrating but are worth trying. The game is doing an excellent job of keeping both combat and platformer challenges. In the demo, I encountered 3 bosses and 1 mini boss. All the fights were challenging and fun since each had a unique attack pattern. Same goes for the platformer challenges. Rusted Moss should be releasing in early 2023. This is a relaxing adventure game where you explore a marsh. While exploring, you can catch insects and update your journal about them, or eat fruits, or skip stones, or just relax and enjoy the view. In the demo, you start the game at the sunrise and the progress resets after the next sunrise. I played this demo multiple times and each time I encountered a different biome. One time I had a Japanese style biome which had sakura trees and floating lanterns. Other time I was in an autumn season. My favorite moment from this game was getting high from eating mushrooms. This has to be the most hilarious interpretation I have ever seen. While writing this script, I found out that the sound of this game is designed by Disasterpeace, who has previously worked on games like Fez and Hyper Light Drift. These games are in my future playlist, but I do have listened to their music and had enjoyed it. I am looking forward to play the released game. This is a casual puzzle game from the creator of Invento and Golf Peaks. Here you need to connect the train coaches to the engine by joining the tracks. How you get the coaches to move without engine is beyond my understanding. But once you get over that fact, you have a good casual game. In the earlier stages, you need to connect two coaches in the order of the number printed on them. As you progress, the difficulty starts to increase along with the introduction of new game mechanics. There are also additional puzzles with extra difficulty, which were my favorite in this game. I love the visuals of this game. I am a sucker for hand-drawn games, and the color choices is definitely great here. Also, the game gets beautiful as you progress. Given the track record of the studio, I am hoping that this game will also be coming to mobile at some point. This is arcade style racing game where the goal is parking the cars on different places on the map. Do note that you get limited number of tries in each stage and your cars can run out of fuel. The game gets difficult and challenging as you progress. You have stages where you need to do double jumps or avoid giant rotating magnets or avoid getting hit by heated coils around the road. I'll be honest, of all the demos I played, I sucked the most in this game, and yet this was one of my most enjoyed demo in the whole Steam Fest. So that was my list of hidden games in the Steam Fest. I know I am late for this type of video, but if you do get a chance to try any of these games demo, definitely go for them. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.